Seems like every day a company's trying to sell me something, and most of them, they seem like they're just trying to take my money and not provide value in return. You know, the prize is always behind one more door if you just go a little bit further. It's completely opposite of that. From the very first day, there was just fantastic communication, fantastic information. They were really genuinely interested in helping my business. I decided I'm not just gonna do the smallest amount with JRA, I'm gonna jump in and do quite a bit more. I'm Joel with Kitsap Junk Removal. Been in business almost 3 years this fall. We started kind of on accident. I happened to be in between work. The pandemic hit, started doing junk removal. Next thing I know, I'm overwhelmed. I'd never owned a small business before. You don't know what you don't know. And so I knew there was this large area of knowledge that I just didn't have dialed in yet. Eventually, I ended up partnering with JRA in the smallest possible way. I did the basic business package with no website, no nothing. It was kind of like, let me get to know JRA a little bit and start to see if I can build a relationship and if this is a company that I'd want to partner with. Flew out to North Carolina, sat down with Lee, Christian, and Sam, and I was blown away. I realized the importance of partnering with somebody like Junk Removal Authority. Business is not something you can do on your own. There's only so much headspace a business owner has. You only have so much attention in the week. Hand off the things that you don't need to focus on and focus on the things you do. Partnering with JRA, I had someone that all of a sudden was good at managing my ads. I had someone who was dedicated to updating and building a great website for me. I didn't have to worry about that anymore. And that freedom is perhaps the biggest thing. You get overwhelmed, and the only way out of that is to systematize and hand off things. And my job really is to maintain and manage the system that does the work. And JRA is an important part of that system. So I'm a huge believer that you cannot do a business on your own. You have to have business partnerships. There's several scrap yards in town. We only go to one. We know what they expect, they know what we expect, and we work really well together. But relationships, not just with your local vendors, but a relationship with JRA. The nice thing is that when I call them, they know who I am. There's a real relationship there. It's why I'm gonna be a long-term JRA client, is because when you can develop a relationship with someone, it's not just nickel and diming you for every little thing. It's where they trust you, you trust them. There's no way my business would be where it is today if I didn't have that partnership. My honest opinion is that JRA wouldn't be for everybody. There are some guys that they just want to have one guy in one truck, and it probably wouldn't make a ton of sense. And there's nothing wrong with being a single guy in a single truck, but if you want to grow a business that's bigger than that, Junk Removal Authority is a no-brainer. It's far better than the franchise opportunities. The initial costs are way better. You're not locked into agreements, but instead, JRA provides such quality of service, they don't need to lock me in with a contract. It's month to month, but I keep coming back. That's not the same thing with those franchises. You have to sign up a big franchise fee, you have to buy their trucks, you're locked in for a certain number of years. JRA is an obvious choice. There's no way I would ever do a franchise like that.